welcome to Twins Across the World and the Coronado Springs Resort at Walt Disney World. So this is our room, 6211, and Alistair's just obviously forgotten something. He's gone to get a bottle of water, but apparently the place has been too, doesn't have everything we want. Anyway, this is our room. They put my mini ears in the window. Isn't that cute? Anyway, come on in. I'll show you around. Oh, that did not work. Let's go again. Green light, let's go. Hey! So this is our room. Okay, so over here, this is just so cute. I really love it. It's a piece of artwork and it's all based on the 3 Caballeros. I love that. So we have a chair in the corner. This is our chair of just stuff. So that's what we're using it for. It seems to be a bag chair and various bits and pieces that we're using on it. And then we have this long like desk here. So up the top, you've got an ice bucket with glasses. You also have takeaway mugs, cups here, and the lids so you can make a coffee to take out in the parks or wherever you're heading with you. And you have mugs if you're staying in the room. And then you've got this little lovely tea and coffee making machine. It is fantastic. So as you can see here, we have English breakfast tea and then coffee, decaffeinated and regular. I've been using it for tea and I've never used these machines for tea before, and it's absolutely brilliant. So it has a big thumbs up from me. So in here is a fridge. It currently is housing After Sun because Alistair completely burnt himself yesterday when we were in the parks. So it's a good size, you know, you can get quite a bit in there. Big bottles of water, little bottles of water. We're heading to Walmart or Target tomorrow, so I'm sure we will be filling it up with bits and pieces then. These are our resort refillable mugs. So Alistair's currently drinking some sort of posh tea. Oh, is that going to come into focus? Give it a minute. So it's Joffrey's. It's really not. There we go. It's Joffrey's. And he's telling me it's a really posh kind of tea bags that they have in the central market at Coronado Springs. It's not just the, they do have the bog standard English breakfast tea, but whatever he's chosen, I don't know whether it's a chamomile tea or Earl Grey, but it's a nice posh one. I currently have hot chocolate in mine. Then you have our pins. This is a really posh lamp. Very modern, kind of cool. Charging points there for American sockets. This was a map that we got given upon arrival of Coronado Springs. So it showed us that where we were when we checked in, which was at the Grand Destino Tower. And then we were over here at 6A. And then it's got you kind of a list of where all the amenities on site are. So that's what we were given at check-in. We were also given this at check-in. So a little pouch. It came with our magic bands, which we've been wearing, and it came with these lovely little luggage tags. I really love the Mickey and Minnie one. It's not one that I've seen before. The Donald one's cute as well. We're using it to house our Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards apparently as well. And I think there's some Mickey stickers in there too. There are Sorcerers cards as well. These are little things that are in the room to help you get going. If you've never been here before, they're really handy little tools. So this one has got a guide to the magic, all the different bits of theme parks, you know, where to go, where to eat. This is about the new Disney Riviera Resort. That's their latest property that they've got on site, and what's happening at Disney World now. This is special events, so we're actually going to Disney Villains after hours later on in our vacation. Festival of the Arts is ongoing. We've been enjoying that. Rise of the Resistance we've not yet experienced, but fingers crossed we get to at some point. And After Hours is running at Disney's Animal Kingdom at present. It's not something that we'll be heading to, along with the NBA experience. We're not going to do that either. Mini Eats and Treats. I think this is a super cute little leaflet, I guess is what we'll call it. I think it's beautiful. And it's got in here room service. So it gives you details on breakfast, give you a quick little look there as to what you can get. Whoops. Kids menu for breakfast and dinner. So there's quite a variety of bits and pieces to eat if you're interested. Desserts, the best part of any dinner. Sounds delicious. And then the Disney Springs magazine 2019 edition. I'm not entirely sure what's in there. I guess a guide to all the stores and dining experiences there. So that, like I say, really handy, particularly if you've never been to Walt Disney World before. They're going to get you going. To be fair, the rest of this is pretty much ours. That is my Sorcerers in the Magic Kingdom cards holder. That is a card game for us to play, and our autograph book, which we've not used. This, I think, is so just absolutely adorable. Like, it was just on the side, but how cute is that? Just to remind us all that we should never lose sight of one thing, that it all started with a mouse, and his name is Mickey. And then on the other side, dreaming is what we do best. And yes, thank you for sharing your dream with us, Walt. I think that is beautiful. And then this is another thing, again, really handy if you've never stayed at Walt Disney World, and particularly in the Coronado Springs Resort before. So you get a nice little warm welcome. This is the Destino Tower that's just opened. It's really nice. And again, it's just giving you basic information about the resort. So really handy. So that was all really nicely displayed when we got here. We've obviously messed it up just a little bit. And then if I come back, the TV's changed. It's really different actually. I really like the fact this was how it was when we arrived. So it says the Bailey and Clapson party, which I love. I love the fact that it's got both our names on and not just the lead person's name. It's still giving you the time, the date and the weather, but it now has the different options. So you can watch TV, Disney On Demand, connect your device. We've not tried, so I really can't tell you whether that works well or how easy it is. Hotel services, parks and more. The options are slightly different. The variety of TV, I think, is also slightly different from what it was. I usually let Alistair decide what we're watching on TV, so I will maybe see if he wants to comment more on that. And he says it's changed slightly, so like I say, I'm not really sure. I think he said there was less options on TV channels. They still have the lady who gives kind of a tour of Disney World. So again, if you've not stayed here before, you could watch that, and it sort of like gives you the highlights and to-dos, like things that you really want to do and tick off your list. So there's still those options there. There's still the information. You've still got news channels, sports channels, kids channels. So you've still got a wide variety. It's just, it is slightly different than if you were here, say, this time last year. So going down from the TV, you've got lots of space there to store things, drawers, and there's another chair. And then going this way, you've got the two big beds, very comfortable, if I do say so myself. Lots of fluffy pillows, and it's not too cold, so you don't need any more duvets. There is some more of the free Carolero artwork on the walls, which I just think is adorable. I love it. And then these are Alistair's favourite things. You have USB charging points on both sides next to both beds, so they're really handy. A phone, I'm not really sure what people really use that for other than to ring either room service or reception if you have an issue or anything now. And you have a bit more storage between the beds too. There's also really good storage under the beds. We've stored our cases under there, so that's quite handy. You have a lovely mirror here. It's full length, with a door obviously going into the room next door, which we're not using. And there was a luggage rack which was in the wardrobe, which we're going through. So here, hello, sliding doors which separate the bedroom into the like washroom, I guess we should call it. So in the washroom you've got two sinks, so that's really handy. Underneath the sinks you've got some storage space as well. There's a hairdryer, that's what's in there. And then just plenty of storage space really. Cupboards, you have to be really tall to use those shelves. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but you've got nice little cupboard space, shelving space, a really zoom in mirror that is like super zoom. And then you've got the Disney toiletries, which everyone adores. So they'd stopped doing this at Coronado Springs. Everything was big apart from, I think it was the body lotion. But this time we have a shower cap, a vanity kit which contains cotton swabs, nail files, cotton pads. You have mouthwash, that was new. I was quite blown away by the fact that they were offering mouthwash. Who knew Disney did mouthwash? And then the usual body lotion in the H2O range, which they sell at Basin, which is just, it's a lovely, lovely range. They also have facial soap. We have one that's currently on the go and one that's still in the box. She gave us a new one. This is the only wardrobe space we have. We haven't got too much stuff hanging up between us, but if you did bring a lot that you wanted to hang up, it's not the most spacious of wardrobes. So at the top, there's extra blankets and pillows. You have an ironing board in that little area there with the iron just underneath. You've got a little storage space again at the bottom, but that's the only hanging room that you have. So it is kind of limited. I think we had a lot more when we were at Caribbean Beach, if I'm honest. Then this is a sliding door which heads into the bathroom. I'm just going to flip the camera for a minute because I'm going to explain this to you before we go into the bathroom. So firstly, to be honest, the sliding door is slightly annoying for us. It's not as easy to use as a normal door, particularly if you want to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. However, the most annoying thing about this bathroom is the, what do you call it, fan? Extractor fan. It is so loud, and there is a sensor which, if the sliding door to the bathroom is open and you come through into the washroom, it will pick you up and it will start, and it is so loud. So I'm just explaining that before we go in because it'll start up immediately. We have worked out, if you press the button, and I will show you, well, I'll show you because I'll do it, and then you'll know what I mean. You just press it and it stops. So it took us a little while to work that out. So here we go, into the bathroom. So the door slides. I'll tell you this as well because I didn't realise this. If the door goes in like that, you press this button here, and a little handle comes and then you can pull it. Now, there is a reason that the sensor did not trigger straight away, and that's because this is Alistair's genius idea. He's covered up the sensor with a sticker so it doesn't pick you up straight away. So in the bathroom, you've got the toilet, just a standard thing, everyone uses it. And then you've got towels, and then you've got the shower. These are the Disney toiletries. There's the extractor fan. So to stop that, you literally just press that and it will stop. So loud, so loud. So yeah, so you've got the shower, which has got the sliding doors again. It is a bath as well. It's only a little bath, but it's very sweet. And we actually have two shower heads. So you have like a rain shower and a normal shower. It's not the most powerful of showers. There are a couple of settings, but yeah, it's nice, it's okay. You have a little storage space for toiletries, and then you have shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. All again in the H2O range, which is Disney's, which it is delightful. I really do like the smell of that. And then you've got the towel rack, and you've got a couple of hooks as well. That was something else that I did comment on with regards to, I don't know where Alistair's gone. I thought he'd come back in. Never mind. Hello. Yeah, that's one thing that we did find that was different from last year, is that there's no hooks. So if it had been raining, which touch wood, it hasn't yet, but if it had, we've got nowhere to hang our coats apart from in the wardrobe, which would then make everything else damp. So yeah, and then I've just realised one other thing that I did not mention with the beds. You have these lovely little lights. So they're obviously reading lights, but they're really cute. See how little they are? And obviously you can kind of point them as you want them. You can have 1 on, you can have 2 on, you can have all 4 on. So you've got plenty to use. And then also down there is the safe. So it's a fair size safe. It's quite thin when you do actually open it. So it's not very wide, but you do have a safe in the room. So that's fantastic. And that is your air conditioning unit there as well. Obviously Florida is very hot in the summer. So you can adjust that so it's cooler. And last year as well, with it being so cold, we were adjusting it and putting the heat on. So that's really handy. And then one last thing. Always finish on magic. This is the most magical room occupied sign ever. Peter Pan. I love it. And Tink's there too. And she is my all-time favourite. I love that. And we are off to Neverland. So yeah. That's our room tour. Oh, it's very dark. That's a bit better, isn't it? So there you go. So that's our room in Walt Disney World's Coronado Springs Resort. We are staying at Port Orleans French Quarter. I've never stayed there before, so we'll have a room tour of that coming up at some point too. But I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate getting some likes. And please subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of these videos. We've got plenty coming up from our Walt Disney World holiday this year. And with us both working on cruise ships, we tend to do other videos with travel and various other things, usually Disney related, whether they're little quizzes or tags or anything like that. So if you're enjoying it, please subscribe. We'd love to see you around, and check us out on our other social media. Until next time everyone, have a magical day. Bye!